Prior to joining Intersafe, I had no experience whatsoever in this industry, so I was sort of trained as you go through, really, from step to step to the position I'm in now. My job currently is to check the reports that come in from our engineers and make sure that they meet the criteria and the standards that we need from that, and then process those and put them forward to the clients. At the beginning of the day, I would get a list of reports that are due to go out, and then I'd look at the data that's come in from an engineer, process it, make sure it meets the standards, liaise with the engineer if necessary, just to make sure everything ties up and the report's complete and ready to go out to the customer. We've done some quite interesting projects over the years, very large projects that quite often involve lots of different bits of work that come together. We do sort of CAD drawings and things like that, as well as testing, and managing the bigger jobs is always a challenge, so that's always quite rewarding. While working for Intersafe, I started pat testing, so they put me through a pat testing course, and then from there I then started to work as an assistant, if you like, on the fixed wire side, to one of the fixed wire engineers. Sort of learned that trade, and then did the 17th edition, and then the 2394 and 2395 City and Guilds, which is the fixed wire testing part of it. I'm about to do some CAD courses as well, now that we do schematic drawings. So with fixed wire testing, our job is to test each circuit, usually one circuit at a time within a building. So we would verify the circuit first of all, so switch it off, work out which sockets or lights are on that particular circuit, and then isolate the circuit, go around, count how many lights exactly are on that circuit, record the information, and then maybe a series of tests we do while the circuit's off at the distribution board. Then we'd energise the circuit and then go to that light or socket, whatever it was, and then do a live test on that. There are RCDs, you might turn the RCDs off and measure the trip times of those RCDs, and then move on to the next one. So that's generally the process. Sometimes that can be quite involved if you've got lots of things on the circuit. It might be a distribution circuit, perhaps supplying many distribution boards around a factory. You might need a lengthy process to get permission to isolate prior to doing that part, but same process for each circuit once you do have that. The most enjoyable part of the job is the discovery part, if you like. If you've got a site where there's no information perhaps on the distribution boards, you've got nothing to go on at all, and you've literally got to find out what the circuits are, list them, and then test them. And then at the end, when you walk away, they've got all the information they'd ever need after that. So you've gone from a blank canvas to a fully documented installation. That can be quite a satisfying process. I would definitely recommend joining Intersafe. We are probably one of the more reputable companies in this industry. We've got a broad range of experience across a group of engineers that we have here, so you'll be working with some really interesting people. Client base is fantastic. We've got excellent clients, so the jobs that engineers work on are really interesting. Day to day, it's a brilliant job to do, I think. So for anyone thinking of joining Intersafe, I would say go for it. I think it's a fantastic company to work for. We've got a great group of people here, an excellent client base, and it's really good work to do.